You don't get a birth. You get assembled. 1 second, there's nothing. Then a liver cell grabs a few acetyl-CoA molecules, chains them together, folds them, stamps them, and suddenly you exist. No egg, no womb, no dramatic entrance into the world. Just a chemical reaction in a dark organ that smells like bile. And here you are, a waxy little molecule with a four-ring structure and absolutely no say in what happens next. You are cholesterol, and everyone already hates you. You haven't done anything yet. You were made 30 seconds ago. But somewhere above you, in the world of human language and breakfast television, your name is already being used as a villain. Doctors say it. Cereal boxes warn against it. Middle-aged men at dinner parties nervously confess their levels like a sin. You are the most famous molecule nobody actually understands, and you are about to spend your entire existence paying the price for that misunderstanding. But first, you have a job to do. Your liver cell packages you into a tiny transport vessel called a VLDL particle. Think of it as a delivery truck, except you didn't volunteer to get in the truck and nobody asked where you wanted to go. The truck dumps you into the bloodstream and you're off, tumbling through a river of plasma at speeds that would be terrifying if molecules could feel terror. Your job, your actual biological purpose, is essential. Cell membranes need you. Without cholesterol embedded in their walls, cells lose flexibility and fall apart. Every single cell in this body, all 37 trillion of them, requires you to function. Hormones are built from you. Vitamin D is synthesized from you. The bile that breaks down every meal this person eats starts with you. You are not the villain. You are the structural engineer holding the entire operation together. Nobody mentions that part on the cereal boxes. The VLDL truck drops you off at various tissues across the body. Muscle cells take some. Fat cells take some. You get passed between different carrier particles. VLDL becomes ID, L becomes LDL. Each handoff stripping away a little more of the packaging until you're riding in a small, dense particle called LDL, low-density lipoprotein. This is where your reputation starts getting complicated. LDL is just a transport vehicle. It carries you where cells need you. But there's a lot of LDL in this bloodstream right now, more than the body's cells can absorb quickly, and so you start accumulating, bouncing around, looking for somewhere to go. Then something goes wrong, not your fault. You didn't choose to be here. But the LDL particle you're riding gets oxidized, chemically damaged by free radicals drifting through the bloodstream. Oxidized LDL is a problem. The immune system doesn't recognize it as normal anymore. It flags it as dangerous. A macrophage shows up. These are the immune system's cleanup crew, big aggressive cells whose entire job is eating debris. The macrophage swallows the oxidized LDL particle whole, with you still inside it. You are now trapped inside an immune cell that is slowly filling up with fat and cholesterol and getting bigger and more bloated by the hour. The macrophage can't process all of you. It gets so full, it can barely function. Scientists have a name for what it becomes: a foam cell. The foam cell lodges itself in the wall of an artery. Then another foam cell joins it. Then another. Over weeks and months, a small community of bloated, cholesterol-stuffed immune cells builds up under the artery wall like a blister forming under skin. The artery wall thickens, hardens, starts narrowing. You are now a plaque. You used to be a structural engineer holding cells together. Now you are construction debris blocking a highway. And here is the thing nobody tells you. You are not alone in there. There are hundreds of thousands of cholesterol molecules packed into this plaque alongside you. All of them were made in the liver doing legitimate work. All of them ended up here through the same chain of bad luck in biochemistry. None of them chose this. None of you did. The plaque grows for years, decades sometimes. The artery wall stretches around it, compensating, trying to maintain blood flow. The body knows something is wrong and sends repair signals. Calcium gets deposited into the plaque, hardening it further. Fibrous tissue forms a cap over the top like a lid, trying to contain the damage underneath. For a long time, nothing dramatic happens. The person whose artery this is goes about their life completely unaware that you exist. They eat dinner. They watch television. They go to sleep. They have no idea. Then the cap ruptures. It can happen from stress, from a sudden spike in blood pressure, from inflammation triggered by an infection somewhere else in the body. The fibrous cap tears open and suddenly the contents of the plaque, including you, are exposed directly to the bloodstream. The bloodstream treats this like a catastrophic wound. Platelets come screaming in from every direction, clumping together, trying to form a clot over the rupture the way they would over a cut on a finger, except this isn't a finger, this is a coronary artery. The clot doesn't seal a small surface wound, it blocks the entire vessel. Blood stops flowing to the heart muscle downstream. Within seconds, heart cells start dying. You caused none of this intentionally. You were assembled in a liver, stuffed into a transport vehicle, chemically damaged by oxidation, eaten by an immune cell that couldn't handle you, and slowly buried in an artery wall over the course of years while a person ate breakfast and went to work and watched television completely unaware. Every step of the way you were just responding to chemistry. You had no agency, no choices, no awareness. But the death certificate won't mention oxidized LDL or foam cells or ruptured fibrous caps. It will say cardiovascular disease. And somewhere a doctor will tell the surviving family that cholesterol was the problem. They'll nod sadly. They've heard that word before. It was on the cereal boxes. You didn't ask to be made. You didn't ask to be essential. You didn't ask to be misunderstood, oxidized, eaten, calcified, and blamed for a catastrophe. You spent 30 years passively drifting toward inside a body that never once knew your name. You were just trying to hold cells together. That's all you ever were.